Titans on the road at the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is 1.5. There's a pick 'em out there. So there's whatever. There's all kinds of numbers out here. Another beauty of a game here, Titans and Jags. 39.5 is our total. Mason Rudolph going to go for the Titans. I guess we can say that. We know Mac Jones, obviously, for the Jags. Maybe lame duck coaching staff. I would assume lame duck coaching staff for the Jags. Anything you see here at all?
This is like the rare game where, I mean, obviously, first of all, another fired into the sun game, but this is kind of the rare game where I actually kind of would prefer, from a Titan standpoint, if Will Levis was out there. Because this Jaguars defense, this secondary is so bad. I mean, Mason Rudolph is more of a conservative type of bad, where he's like not going to make huge blow-ups, but he's also not going to make very many big plays. Like Chigo Okonkwo is getting 10 targets a game.
Yes.
So like that pretty much tells you what he's out there doing. Tyjae Spears is catching all these. Like this is what he's doing. He's going out there and throwing checkdowns to Okonkwo and Spears. Like where Levis would actually rip the ball downfield, and there's going to be guys open against this atrocious Jaguars secondary. So I would actually be a little bit interested in the Titans, I think, just stylistically if Will Levis was in there. But man, I mean, the Jaguars played one of the worst games of the season last week. Like they kind of got dominated by the Raiders, and I was on the Jaguars, and that was disgusting how they played. So no interest in this game for me. But if somebody wants to dig up some very deep Chigo Okonkwo props, I would understand it.
Yeah, if I had to play this, I think I'd play the Titans. I mean, it seems like maybe there's just a little bit more juice there with them than it is with the Jags, but that's really and truly just like trying to squeeze something out of something that I really don't want to be playing at all. I actually don't hate what you're saying, though, about the Okonkwo. That's about the only thing we know heading into this is that Mason Rudolph loves just throwing it to the tight end. I mean, we at least know that. That's like about the only thing that we really know here heading into this game, but this is just a super, super gross one that I'm sure they thought when the schedule makers made it that this was going to be an awesome, meaningful game here in week 17. And then it was like, ends up being one of the worst games we have all season long. They were like, oh man, we're going to have Titans and Jags in week 17. It's going to be like, right. It's going to be for the division or at least like have something to do with it. No, not the case at all when they did that.